Hi guys, Dan the Jamaican here, and I've got a Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay, but I'm not going to be talking about the gameplay. I'm going to be talking about the future of gaming for Call of Duty, obviously. Now, we now know that Advanced Warfare is the next Call of Duty, so that's fact. And we know that it's going to be set in 2050 something, I think it is. I'm pretty sure 2050 something, um, that sort of time. So really, quite far in the future. And Yeah, it looks pretty good. I mean, we haven't been able to look into much depth for it, but it looks like it is going to be a new style of Call of Duty, which is what we want, really, because I think the future of Call of Duty is going to be new. I think there's going to be a lot of new concepts. I think the style of the old Call of Duties are going to pretty much be gone. Um, the maps, I think, will be more interactive in the future of Call of Duty. I think the weapons will get better and better. Too overpowered, probably. Um, I think there'll be the perk systems will get even more advanced, and they'll change every year until they find the perfect solution, which they'll keep. Until that, I think it will just keep being changed. I think the Black Ops 2 actually was the best system, just that they messed up the balancing of the actual perks. But whatever. Um, Kill streaks, score streaks wise, I think that the future is going to make we're going to see some really cool streaks to use. Ships, robots, maybe, probably not, but some sort of thing. I mean, it showed something like a Titan in the actual trailer for the story of Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so maybe we're going to be seeing things like that. Obviously, the graphics are going to be better in the future of Call of Duty. Um, and there's just going to be lots of changes, I think. Personally, I think it'll have the same layout, we'll have the same sort of game modes, kill confirm, team deathmatch, a few extras maybe, still be domination, still be headquarters, still be free for all. But I just think that the actual game will be a little bit different. But I think they have to innovate it. I think they will realize, okay, we need to change things. But I think they won't listen to us. I think the community will not be they will not be interested in the community. I think there's going to be uh, I think the games are going to get really expensive. I think the add-ons are going to be really expensive. I think there's going to be lots more add-ons. We found out really from Call of Duty Ghosts that they're going to try and think of lots and lots of ways to make more and more money. So we can expect that in the future. But I just think that the new Call of Duties are going to be, well, very realistic. I think it might be fun, it might not be. I think they're going to be different areas you can get to in the map, areas where it depends on how you play the map, how the map looks, really. If you know what I mean, you could blow up certain areas and the map would have a certain look, or things would fall down from the map and block people's paths and stuff like that. Maybe they'll do things like that, I think, in the new ones. The movement will be different, I think. Um, Obviously, they're talking about the engine being different, but we haven't seen much of that, many changes. But hopefully, with the PS4 and Xbox One, the changes will be really noticeable, and on PC as well. So we've got things to hope for, things to look forward to. But it's really just what happens. Obviously, we have to wait months for the next one. We have to wait just less than 6 months now for Advanced Warfare. Then obviously another year onto that, so a year and a half for the next one. Black Ops 3 probably. We don't know yet. Probably Black Ops 3. It could be set in World War One. We don't know when it's going to be set. We know nothing about the next game. All we know is that Treyarch is going to be designing the next game. Is going to be producing it. Yeah. So that's really the main things that I've got to say about that. Feel free to leave comments. Um, Feel free to leave your opinion on what you think the future will be like. Whether you think it is actually going to stay pretty much the same, apart from a few graphic improvements. Say if you think it's going to get ridiculous and too futuristic. Say whether you think it is Call of Duty is getting repetitive. I actually do think it is, but I think this will be the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare which will change it because it's taking a lot of risks. It will either be changing for the better or be changing for the worse. Basically, it's going to be the real change. I think Call of Duty Ghosts they played it safe. and they made it bad. Basically, they made it boring. There's not actually that much wrong with the game, but the maps are too big. I'm not sure if you die a little bit too quickly, and that's really the main things. I mean, I'm not a big fan of squad points, um, but mainly the maps. It just shows how important the maps are to the game, really. The maps and the perks. Um, yeah, the game just didn't feel right. I think there's too many head glitch spots in the game. The maps are too big, and it's mainly to do with the maps ruining the game, as I've said now a lot. But it really is. The game actually, as a game, isn't that bad actually. But it's just not playable because it's not fun. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this commentary about the future of Call of Duty, a little bit about Call of Duty Ghosts as well. Um, yeah, I'm Dan the Jamaican. If you've seen one of my vids, feel free to check some more. Peace.